Thomas Esson. I'll ask the first question from him. I always want to say Thomas Edison. Thomas Esson says that he owns a couple of original operative sword props from Serenity, and he is surprised that he's never seen an accurate replica despite the fervid Firefly fandom. And he asks, is there a prop that you feel is surprisingly eluded accurate replication? Yes. The Green Destiny from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And I don't mean the reboot with Michelle Yeoh and Donnie Yen. I mean the original with Chow Yun-fat and Michelle Yeoh. The second one, Sword of Destiny, is actually really, really good. I enjoyed the spit out of it. But the first one is a wuxia masterpiece. It is one of my all-time favorite films. And the sword in that, the Noble Collection did a replica of the sword that is so not accurate at all. Like, Noble Collection usually does a pretty good job, to be totally fair to them. I have many of their replicas, and they frequently do really lovely executions. In the Green Destiny, which I bought one of, I have one. It's wrong in a ton of different ways. So I have, it's been a decade now. I've been gathering parts and pieces and doing castings and trying out different things because I want to make my own Green Destiny sword. I've even gone so far to find the exact correct kind of blade that moves like the original does. It does that little vibration out at the end when you do that. And I etched it, and I etched the pattern into it. Mel and Jen did a cricket mask for me, and I did some acid etching. It was a whole process. But yeah, the Green Destiny sword from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, completely, there are no good replicas out there. There's very little really excellent reference material. I had to grab them off of the Blu-ray. I have bought some replica pieces off of eBay recently, but those are replica pieces off of some of the stunt weapons from the second Crouching Tiger film. Yeah. Anyway, that's one. It's a really good question. Big House 40 wants to know, in a totally different direction, what is my go-to brain fuel in terms of food? And that's really easy. It's always eggs for me. Eggs is that, for me, personally, eggs are that perfect mix of the sweet and the savory and the quick protein hit that does not feel too rich or heavy. I eat frequently. My wife and I have eggs for dinner about every 4 to 6 weeks. We'll just be like, should we get takeout? And I'm like, what if I made us a couple of omelets? And my omelets they are 2 eggs. They're very thin, just a little bit of cheese, often sometimes a little bit of spicy peppers, a little bit of chipotle, often a melty cheese like a Gruyere. My omelets I make really, really great omelets. If you ever have a chance for me to make you an omelet, you should take it because I make good ones. But I also do a slow scramble. I do eggs in many different ways. I'm the egg man in our house. I'm the egg man. And you know, at 75 calories per egg, okay, probably 100 with the amount of butter that I use. But even then, it's still a pretty reasonable snack. Oh, I always feel good after I've eaten a couple of eggs. King, Sponge, and Leech. The weirdest store name ever. What would you buy there? King, Sponge, and Leech says, my wife and I recently watched Hellboy, the Golden Army, and they wondered if I'd considered making the big baby. I don't think about making the big baby because I actually have one of the licensed replicas by Sideshow, and it's perfect. It's absolutely amazing. It's resin, it's huge, it's heavy. I was so excited about the Golden Army that way back when it was before it came out, but you saw the trailers, I did screenshots of the trailers, and I did a beautiful reworking of the graphic on the stock. The graphic is like this cartoon baby, like the baby with the cigar and the Bugs Bunny cartoons. It's like a cartoon Tex Avery type baby. And I think I even used Adobe Illustrator to do all these gradients, which is surprising because I don't know how to use Adobe Illustrator, but I can kind of get in trouble with it if I try. If we separate this question out, I will show the graphic of that because I can get it to norm. That was a fun one. And I spent probably, I don't know, 20 hours on that graphic, getting it right. It's sort of there's a lot of fandom that involves replicating stuff before you've seen it. It's people who are, and you see this on the replica props forum, as soon as a big trailer for a new film comes out, like the Loki series or name it, Multiverse of Madness, on the replica props forum, there will be people unpacking the trailer and attempting to make a costume so that they can show up to the premiere in the costume. That is a whole level of dedication that I really appreciate. And it's also a level of excitement that I share. And when I did the big baby graphic, that's absolutely me tapping into that same exact thing of like, I am so excited for this movie. I'm going to do anything I can to stay in the headspace of being excited about this movie, and working on this graphic is one of those ways. Yeah. But, you ask if I thought about making one. There's no way I ever would consider making a big baby. This is, by the way, for those who haven't seen Hellboy and the Golden Army, it's too hard to get right now, but it's this big 6 barrels. The bullets are like 2 inches in diameter. The thing is gargantuan. Norma's grabbing a photo so he can throw it up. And like I said, Sideshow's replica of it is chef's kiss. It's absolutely, there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. And so in terms of the experience I would want out of a big baby gun, I'm getting it from the Sideshow replica. So I don't really feel a need to tackle it again. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support us even further, you can by becoming a tested member. Details are, of course, below, but it includes all sorts of perks, and we're building them all the time. You get advanced word and behind-the-scenes photos of some of our projects. Questions, you get to ask direct questions during my live streams, and we have some members-only videos, including the Adam real-time series of unbroken, unedited shots of me working here in the shop. They are weirdly meditative. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you on the next one.